just drop it in the chat and I'll definitely address it at the end. So Schedulock modernizes your front office solution to empower your agents so they can focus on prospecting and closing. So let me introduce to you a little bit more about Schedulock. So we are a front office automation software. It is a cloud-based software that provides real estate with a seamless front office solution to reduce the most expensive and time-consuming cost of running a brokerage. We do this by innovating real estate, by reducing the manual work and resources required to operate, by empowering their agents and their clients. So Schedulock really focuses on user experience. So we work very closely with our brokerages to always find out what are the new features they need to better run and simplify the buying and selling process for their brokerage. And so we try to come out with new features that will result in direct profits for our brokerages. And lastly, I'd like to mention that we have a mobile app that's pretty powerful. It's available both on iOS and Android. It's an application for homeowners and their agents to provide them information on all of their listing on the go. So what are some key features about Schedulock? So Schedulock is a leading edge front office management. We provide flexible office messaging, the ability to register offers as well as to communicate with co-op agents, dashboard reports and analytics, agent convenience, as well as stellar customer care. So because this is going to be a shorter presentation today, I am going to only highlight a few of these points. If you do want to find out all the details and all the features about Schedulock, I'll be more than happy to give you a full demo at a later date. At the end of this presentation, I will just drop my link for my demo, so you can go ahead and book a time with me there. So today I'll be covering leading edge front office management, agent convenience, communication, and what are the next steps. So Brooke, broker of record at Ackler Real Estate, said, Schedulock has drastically increased the productivity and organization levels in our office by allowing outside agents to book showings directly through MLS and allowing us to track showings just as easily. So the first thing I'm going to show you is kind of what the traditional way of coordinating a showing has been happening lately. So the buying agent would call your office, so either your front desk or your answering service, to request for a showing. They will then contact your seller to request for approval. And once that approval is given to them, they'll provide the confirmation as well as the showing instructions and lockbox code to the buying agent office. And in turn, the buying agent office will provide that to the buying agent. All while this is happening, your front desk staff or your answering service is trying to keep your listing agent in the loop. And at the end of all of this, if the listing agent wants some feedback from the buying agent, they'll have to trade contact information and correspond to get that feedback. So what does Schedulock do? Schedulock takes over all of the manual work that's being done. The only manual step that may be left over is if the buying agent chooses to call the front desk or answering service instead of using the online booking button on MLS. So this is the Treb page. So if you guys are with Treb, you will recognize this page. Our Matrix button is coming mid-August, so just in a short couple of weeks. But on Treb, it is already readily available. So you'll see an online appointment booking button here. We also provide, I should note that we provide a unique booking link. So if you choose to use that link instead as well to place it elsewhere, you can do that. So once you click that button, this is what the page would look like. So this page is consistent no matter what software your board is on. So you'll get your brand logo right here, the property address, the notes from the listing office, and the first image in the back. The first image of your property will be the image in your background. And depending on your board, we're able to automatically import the co-op agent's information. So you can see here the name, the brokerage, their email, and they'll just be prompted to enter their cell phone number. They'll then select the date and the time, which will be restricted on the configuration that you've set up earlier, the duration of the showing, and then you'll just submit the request. So what does that all look like when it's happening? So what I'm going to show you next is how this works through our mobile app as well as through text message. So this is all available also on our web platform, but today I'm just going to highlight our mobile version. So the first thing you'll do is you'll log into our mobile app. So you'll have your own unique credential as well as your password. I'm going to go ahead and go into the property that we're going to request a showing for. I'm going to edit it so to make sure that it is the seller that it's approving the showing through text. So I'm going to go ahead and write their name. In this case, I'm just going to write Alex Schedulock and then enter their cell phone number. So their cell phone number, you also have the option to do this through email. So instead of selecting text vendor, you would just select email vendor, and instead of their phone number, just enter their email. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. And once that's saved, I'm going to go ahead and request for appointment here by clicking plus add. So then I'm going to type in the agent I'm booking for. So you start typing any name, it's going to autofill. And so you select the agent. I'm going to select our advisor today, and I'm going to go ahead and just enter his cell phone number. I'm going to select a new date and a new time just so you can see the functionality. And I'm going to, next step, keep the duration the same as well. And I'm just going to submit the request. So you can see here, they'll receive a text message saying you have a new showing request. If somebody does it through the office or the co-op agent directly request for the showing booking through the MLS button, they will receive that text message no matter what. So this is, we just saw the process if the listing agent is doing the request, but the functionality, the process would be the same no matter who's booking it, whether it's the office or the co-op agent themselves through the online booking button. So what's next? The seller would then receive a text message to approve or decline a showing. So they'll get the text message. They're going to respond yes to approve or no to decline with a sequence of number to identify the appointment as well as the property. So here it's going to be 199883. And send that. And it just takes a couple seconds for a system to read it. And immediately they'll get a message saying that it's been confirmed. So next, you'll see here, just a few seconds, once our system has read that response, they'll get another message saying that an appointment has been scheduled. So I'm going to go ahead and refresh that page. And once I refresh that page, you're going to see here, it's now in green, saying that it's been approved. So as I click on his name, I'm able to give him a call if I need to because I have his contact information now. Or if I needed to send them an email instead, I can do that as well. And lastly, if I needed to get directions for some reason to the property, I can definitely also do it through that application. So now we've seen how it happens for the listing agent as well as for the seller. Let's visit how it's going to go for the co-op agent. So the co-op agent would have submitted the appointment request, so either by phone and the office has inputted it, or they did it through the MLS button. The first email they'll get, text message they'll get and email, but in this case, we're seeing text message, is going to say that it's been submitted and to please wait for confirmation. Once they've received the confirmation, it'll say confirmed and the showing instructions in the lockbox code. That hyperlink there is a unique feature to Schedulock as well as an optional feature that'll prompt them to enter their 7-digit Treb ID or their matrix number to re-authenticate them. Once they've been re-authenticated, we'll release the lockbox code as well as there's some additional information there. And in this case, the lockbox code is 1234. So that is pretty much the whole process step from beginning to end of how you're coordinating a showing. So what do you get with this showing automation? So it does improve your agent experience. It reduces your front office and agent workload. It improves your customer experience, as well as reduce your answering service minutes. So next, I'm going to cover mobility, so agents being on the go. So agents are on the go all the time with smartphones and tablets. We wanted something our agents could access the software through those devices. Our agents took to it like ducks to water. So that was by Laura Marks, an office manager at Sutton Group Heritage. So as we visited earlier, we did look at the mobile app functionality, and that was showing your listings as your listing agent. But other things you can also see on the mobile app will be your showings as a co-op agent, as well as notification and pages from the office. So what are the benefits of it being so mobile? Well, if you're seeing a common theme here, it improves your agent experience. It's going to empower your agents. It's going to allow them to focus on prospecting and closing, and it's going to make them allow them to make better decisions on the go. So next I'm going to cover communication. So Michael, broker of record at CPPI Realty, says, allows me to track all showing history on my listings and be able to communicate with co-op agents easily, as their contact info is readily available in the Schedulock app. So this page right here is the main page, one of the main pages on our web application. So this is going to show you a specific listing, and that specific listing, they're showing you appointments that are still pending approval, confirmed, canceled, or declined. You can obviously see the appointment dates and time, and the co-op agent. So the co-op agent here, if you click on it, you'll be able to see their number, their office number, their email if you needed to contact them. And if you use our unique feature that is the secure release lockbox code, you can see this right here. They'll tell you when they've accessed the lockbox code. And our system requests for feedback automatically 3 hours after the showing, as well as a 24-hour reminder if we receive no response. And that results will show up here. And lastly, here's the comment section. So you can amend whatever comments you'd like, but automatically it will autofill how was booked, who was accepted by, and how it was accepted. So communications that can happen here is offer registration. So it'll keep track of all your offers. So you can go ahead and select the agents that's registering the offer, and write your custom message and notify all the agents that have seen the property in the past, or that's also upcoming to see the property. You can select that way however you'd like. And you can see here it keeps track, like for example, it was received or it's been revoked. Other messages you can send, if it's not to do with offer registration, you can do bulk messages. And bulk messages, you could just send general messages. Like, for example, you might want to communicate price change or offer deadline. So those are a few examples that you can use those for. And another tab that is good for communication is audit trails, which keeps tracks of anybody who's made changes to configurations. So if they change to availability time or lockbox code, etc., you can see that. So what does communication offer you? So it improves your agent experience. Again, key thing we are always looking to strive towards. RICO compliance, audit log for peace of mind, and smooth information transmission. So what are the next steps? So as a Sutton Group brand, you do receive a unique offer that's only available to you. The way to get that offer would just be to communicate with me and tell me you're a Sutton brand. For the Schedulock platform itself is going to be 15% off. Everything that you've seen up to date is included with the Schedulock, base Schedulock, including a few other features. So the full front office management, the mobile app, office messaging, email, SMS, mobile notification, the administrative dashboard, audit logs and tracking, MLS integration, and full-time support. Now, if you want a little bit more spice to your platform, we do have Schedulock Premium that gives you additional features, and you will receive a 30% discount off that portion of our platform. And that adds seamless web and mobile chat, so great for two-way communications with the office, brokerage analytics, feedback customization, file manager, group pages, have one spot dashboard, and showing assist and feedback assist preferred rate. So this is my contact information. You can give me a call directly at 647-494-0120, or you can email me at crystal.lee@schedulock.com. So I'm going to go ahead and open the floor for questions and look at the chat to see if there has been any question that was asked during the presentation. Oh, yeah. So somebody asked, why would we use this over TouchBase? What is the benefit? Yeah, so TouchBase, it is definitely comparable software. It is one of our competitors. The difference between TouchBase over us is that I'm very confident with our software. We've had a lot of clients go to TouchBase and come back to us, is because we have so much more automation in the flow that's going from beginning to end. So if we were to if we were to do it together, I showed you with the cell phone, it is just more intuitive and more quicker when it comes to the response. So things like auto approval or any of that stuff, it is definitely faster with the Schedulock. And I do think our mobile app is just so much better. It's so much more intuitive. We the having your showings as a co-op agent also on the app is unique to our platform, which is nice when you're an agent that's on a go. You don't have to have the board or other brokerages on Schedulock to have those information on your mobile app. Any other questions? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop my meeting link in the chat there if you want to see kind of more of the platform, how the configuration happens, a little bit if you want to see more actually the comparison between touch-based and Schedulock or any other platform for that matter. And I want to share my screen again. I'm going to show you one more thing. So I am super excited to say that Schedulock is launching a new portion to our platform. We haven't really found a name yet. It's either Pockets by Schedulock or Exclusives by Schedulock, but it's going to be an exclusive network that's going to be available not just to our Schedulock client, but any registered agents across Canada for them to inquire or post about assignments or exclusives. So that's coming out, I believe, in a couple months. So we're really, really excited. And the benefits of being a Schedulock user as well as a Schedulock exclusive is going to be a seamless process when it comes to coordinating a showing. So thank you very much for joining us today. I really hope that I'll be in touch with some of you in the future. And yeah, talk to you soon.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Crystal.
No problem.
Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you.
Bye. Have a good day.
Bye.